Yes, you are a beginner artist and you would love to know how to draw Spider-Man. Well, I got you. I've been a mural artist for over 10 years and I've been drawing for probably 20 years at this point. And I'm also a coloring book creator. I'll leave my coloring books in the descriptions for you to check them out. So you can check out my work, you can check out my website, check out my murals, and definitely check out my coloring books because you can get them for yourself, for your kids, for your friends. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Jelani Lion, and today we are drawing Spider-Man. If you like this video, if you like Spider-Man, if you like this drawing that we're creating today, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I'm gonna get started because I don't wanna take up too much time. My last video was like 30 minutes, so we're gonna see if we can shave it down to 10 or 15. All right, so let's get started.
Drawing Spider-Man, animated Spider-Man, and how we're gonna start by drawing the shape of his head. So usually we'll start with a circle. You can see if you watch any of my other videos on my YouTube page where I'm teaching how to draw, I usually start with a circle. We start lightly and then we work our way up. We get darker as we go, as we create this lovely circle. This is for the shape. We're creating the shape of Spider-Man's head. Okay, so from here, we would create the guideline of I would create the guideline of a line through the center of his face to show where the center is. And then from here, you can even figure out where you want to put his chin, like how far down. And then you can come down to go from the circle and start making where his jawline would be. So now we got a jaw on one side. We can do the same thing on the other side, just like so. It's always tricky to duplicate, to copy one side from another. So like usually with eyes and things of that nature, once you can make a killer eye. And then it'd be like difficult to make the other eye, but just do your best. One thing I always say is that nobody's perfect, no artist is perfect, and your art, that's what makes art beautiful, is because everybody is different. And every painting, picture, and drawing is different. So everything is comes out to be your style in the end. So yeah, I'm just erasing on each side to give it more of that head shape and not more of a circular shape. And then we're gonna do the same thing with guideline, but we're gonna do it for the placement of Spider-Man's eyes. The thing about this is, we'll go with that for now. Usually right after with the horizontal placement, start making these vertical lines for the space between the eyes, just so that we don't have our eyes too close or too far. And from there, we start creating that. Like the good thing about Spider-Man is that Spider-Man has like little to no detail, like facial details, like a normal person, because he wears a mask, obviously. He's kind of got like a Robin / Batman, like, look to him as far as his eyes go. So you don't have to worry about eye color or pupils or anything, because it's just exterior black eye mask with the inside being white, if that makes sense. Now this one's interesting because I feel like he looks, in this version, he kind of looks more like Deadpool, especially what the eye is considered. So I'm just trying to figure out which one I want to go based off of. I think we're going like so. Yeah, out of all Marvel characters, I feel like Spider-Man has probably the best character design definitely as far as like suits, because how insane is it that somebody, I don't know if it was Stan Lee, or if he had a designer, someone designed the characters and he made the story, I don't know the lore, but how crazy is it that his suit is designed around a spider web? Like if you look at the details of his suit, of his mask, and of his bodysuit, it makes up a spider web. Like those little lines make up a spider web, and that is so crazy to me that someone took that and applied a real fashion freedom to that. Like it's so creative and so like, I don't know, inspiring, and just, I feel like it's not for no reason that Spider-Man has like so many different movies. Like Tom Holland has 3 movies of his own, or is about to have his 3rd movie come out. And then before that, on top of the Avenger movies, and on top of Tobey Maguire's movies, and on top of either Andrew Garfield, I think it's Andrew. So yeah, I think that's really cool. All right, so very, very cool. So yeah, we're gonna open one eye. You guys got options. I chose to open one eye wide and have one eye be like squinting, because it's like, it gives it like it's like a confused look, like what did he just say, what's going on, you know what I mean? So I like that look. It gives sort of best of both worlds, you know, like you can see when he got both of his eyes open like super wide, he's like shocked or scared or surprised, and when he's squinting both, I don't know what that is, and when he's squinting both of his eyes, it's given that he's like mad, or you know, just something like that. All right, so let's see. Now if we go from here, there's not much left except for, like I said, the spider web of it. So if you've ever drawn a spider web, it's kind of tedious, which is why I couldn't continuously draw Spider-Man over and over again. I feel like I would be like, I can't keep doing this. But I definitely respect those that made it happen. So we're just gonna make lines. We're gonna have our middle line, and then our lines that come towards the center of his mask. And the same thing. So we can do some erasing here, And I know obviously I'm doing this on Procreate. I'm doing this on my iPad, but you can do this on a piece of paper, do this on a canvas. All you need is a piece of paper and or and a pencil. and an eraser. And as you can see, I'm erasing, so you don't have to worry about things being perfect, guys, because that's what your eraser is for. That's definitely what your eraser is for. All right, so let's get the bottom half done. Get the bottom half like here. Again, we're making like a spider web on his mask, so it's pretty, super cool actually. Hopefully we do this justice. We'll only know when we're finished. So even from there, you're just making curves from line, you know, and then you just keep making line from line, and then you're also expanding upwards. So you can jump like this, go like here, and it's just a curve in each space. All right, some more. We're getting there. We are getting there. So we're gonna do a curve here, and it connects to that curve. We're gonna do a curve here. It connects to that curve and that line. So it's basically where the curve and the line intersect. That's what makes a web. Even when you break it down to like spiders doing this, like the fact that spiders do this, like for lack of better words, for a living, is actually super nuts. I feel like we don't give spiders enough credit for the artists and creatives that they are, because they do this like from when they're born, basically, I assume. And then they do it for the rest of their lives, and it helps them survive, you know? And again, who would think to take that, the inspiration of a spider, and turn it into a superhero? That's so insanely creative, in my opinion. I would never think to take a spider and see its potential and that it could be like one of the most iconic superheroes, you know? But if you're enjoying this video so far, do me a favor, leave a comment, ask some questions, tell me where you're from, who else do you want to see me draw or teach how to draw? I would love to know. So just let me know. Right now, I'm just doing some erasing, some light erasing to perfect our Spider-Man. What's our time we're at? We're at the 11 mark. Once I do a little bit of editing, I'll probably save up some more time. But yeah, this is definitely coming along. We're about to put I want to say the finishing touches on it. So it's really just getting this mask across. Some more curves, gaps, curves, gaps, curves, gaps, curves, gaps. You know, this could be a little bit wider. Very cool. And then maybe one more. Let's do one more. That curve jump is a long jump, but it's similar to drawing the circle in the beginning. You do it lightly, and then you go over it piece by piece, step by step. Okay. Very interesting. So now let us erase some more. What else do we need to erase? Anything else? I think that's pretty good. Now let's get the shading in there, because like we obviously know, Spider-Man's mask is red and black and white. You got the black around the eye parts of his mask, of course. Super iconic, can't forget that. Now we're just making that bold, you know? Oh yeah, we needed that. Definitely needed that to make it right. How are you guys doing? Let me know in the comments. Are you happy with your drawing? If so, let me know. If not, let me know. And that's what drawing is about. It's all about practice. I've been drawing and painting for over 10 years. I've been drawing since I was a kid, and I've been painting for over 10 years. So it definitely takes practice. So whether you're a kid or an adult or a teenager, just know they say practice makes perfect, but I'm between practice makes perfect and practice makes better. So now all I would do left, honestly, is pick a way you would like to shade Spider-Man. So I'm gonna go like, let me actually do that and that. I'm gonna go like here. Just gonna shade give him some shadow, you know, give him some shadow. Have the light coming from the opposite way, but we'll give him some shadow like this. The thing about this is I kind of want the brush to be a little bigger, so I'm gonna make this airbrush. See, there we go. So now this is like a nice little, we're seeing more shading the way he should be shaded. And the reason why I chose this look for Spider-Man is so that I could, like, I wanted to pick his like a good position for his Spidey sense, you know? His Spidey sense, I think, is like one of his most iconic, not only like powers, but looks, if you know what I mean. That's such a cool, like, still shot, if that makes sense. Pretty good. And I didn't even give him, I feel like we should give him like shoulders, at least some shoulders, just so we know. You know what I mean? Like, we obviously know that. I think that definitely looks like Spider-Man. We can even give him some more shading within the eyes, because his eyes aren't completely like white. His eyes have like a little bit of shadow from the costume, that material. And then, yeah, let me switch back. I'll even add to give him more than just a head. We'll give him some shoulders, so you get that vibe. Now we're definitely kind of close. I maybe should have stopped, so this could be a 10-minute video. Hopefully it's still around 10 minutes, and hopefully you guys don't mind it being a little bit longer, you know? Now, Spider-Man, he might be slim, but he's definitely got some muscles to him. So we're gonna add some muscles there. We're gonna erase some so it can look nice and clean. We're just gonna clean up, tidy up, and then from here, so you can see his, I want to say it's like you can see his like throat through his mask, but you can also see like his collarbone, things of that nature. Now all you gotta do is, if you throw down a line going down like a spider web, to start the spider web, the center of the spider web. And what else do we want to do? It just lines keep going down, if you notice, and then they expand like the shape his body would be. So like his chest would come out a little bit as they go down his neck, so the neck goes down straight, and then like they expand like to show the shape of his chest and whatnot. So yeah, pretty good, I would think. What do you guys think? How does my freehand Spider-Man look to you guys? Let me know in the comments. And then we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna find a line, we're gonna curve it, and it's gonna reach to our next line. Same exact thing. If anything, we can even switch. Actually, mine needed to switch from giddy up. Am I gonna redo that? Yeah, why not? I'll do that. Because mine, it needs to go like, the curve needs to go like that for it to match how it's going with his mask. So that's what I'll do. And then it's just all the way throughout that. Maybe I don't know if I'll do cuts. At some point I'll do cuts, but I feel like not doing cuts shows you like how realistically how long this took, and it's not like it's just willy-nilly and whatnot. So even this one, I tried to do it a little bit faster than my last one. It still took about like 20 minutes or so. And this, well, for you guys, however long it takes, it doesn't matter if it takes 20 minutes or an hour or a couple days or whatever. You just do it, have fun with it, and it'll be okay. And honestly, if I just clean that up, that'll look better too. So do that one more time. Curve, line, curve, line, curve, line, curve, line, curve, line. Looks pretty good. I'm still erasing, getting it nice and clean. Very cool. And now the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shade again. There are these things called stumps. You could shade lightly with your pencil, and then like you could use your finger to like have a different smoothness for your shading. But there are these little pencil shaped like artist tools. I believe they're called stumps. I know them to be called stumps, but it basically gives you the same effect that I'm doing with pad. And it just takes the marks that you made with the pencil and it just smudges it, and you do it strategically so that you're then shading in your artwork well. You know, does that make sense? I feel like that made sense. Let me know in the comments if that made any sense to you guys. But yeah, this is a pretty good Spider-Man off the top. You know, we did this relatively quickly, but I'm not mad at it. Always add more details for the shadows. Getting a little bit darker gives it a little more depth, which is always good. We love depth, and we love value and contrast and all that good stuff. Erase that a little bit, but then we're pretty much golden after this. Look at that. There you have your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. And I will even throw on some red so nobody's confused. Like, why is Spider-Man not red? He's supposed to be red, all that good stuff. Just throw in some red in here. Good Spider-Man. We're really out here making Spider-Man. Love to see it. Wow, when you put that red in, that red is making a difference. Hold up. Yeah, hopefully this video wasn't too long for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I certainly did. Let me know who's your favorite Spider-Man of all time. Out of Tom, Tobey, and Andrew, my favorite is absolutely Tobey Maguire. But when you throw Miles Morales into play, he's a pretty good contender. That's a pretty good. I think it's kind of a cheat to throw him in there because he's animated. And I wonder if they're gonna introduce him to the MCU, because that would be crazy. That'd be like crazy in a good way. But yeah, what do you guys think? Who's your favorite Spider-Man? Let me know in the comments. There we go. Now we're talking. There we go. I'll even erase some to make it cleaner around here. And that is Spider-Man. So yeah, y'all let me know what you guys think. Was this a good representation of Spider-Man? I think so. I really do. I could continue on and just like make it even cleaner and do all types of things. My thing is I wanted to give him the Spidey senses. So I'll do that real fast too. Boom. Spidey senses is just like, it looks like electricity coming from his head. So that's what I'll do. I believe so. I'm pretty sure it's just like this. You know, I feel like I could have did that better, but you get the point. Let me see. I gotta find it real fast. Now that I freaking I'm almost done. I gotta double check. Spider-Man, Spidey sense. Yeah, that's what I thought. It looks like sometimes it looks different. There's definitely different versions of it, but I know what to look like electricity for the most part. So I'm gonna do. Gotta take your time with it. That's the key. Gotta take your time with it. I don't even see. That's the thing. I don't even know if Tom Holland has Spidey senses. I don't remember even ever hearing him talk about that. And I could be wrong. Maybe he does. But I know my boy Tobey Maguire had Spidey senses because he was on that. He was not playing, and his Spidey senses saved his life mad times. So that's my dog for life. Core memories with that man. With Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man. Wow. Now that we added, icing on the cake. Now that we added the Spidey senses, we're cooking with gas, for real. There's no mistaking that. That's your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man for sure. Alright, so yeah, and y'all let me know what y'all think. Hopefully this helps. If you're a beginner, just make sure to give yourself grace, stay patient, keep practicing every day or whenever you can, every other day, whenever you get a free chance. Art is meant to be fun and enjoyable, so don't stress it, you know what I mean? Put the time in, put the work in, you'll get better and better. So hopefully this helps. If so, leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you next time.
Hey, if you guys like this video, make sure you check out these videos where we talk more about music, dating, and real life situations. Thank you for supporting the podcast. Make sure you check out these videos and make sure you subscribe. Peace.